So this next part is very important. All of these different sections need to be pulled away from the wall. We don't want there to be anything that's still coplanar. So I'm going to actually bring out my glass pieces first. So I'm going to press P, push pull, and click on the glass and bring it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be much, just has to be away from the wall. So actually, the smaller that pull, the better. And if you want to pull the other ones the same, you just don't select it first. Double click, and double click. Now I'm going to pull out the middle section and bring that out past the glass just a little bit. We will be able to paint these, so we want to make sure that we can see them so they can really have that 3D effect. One more pull, clicking on that, and we want to bring that out further. But see how it says its offset is limited? That's how much we pulled everything out from the wall so far. The trick is to just click. That's how far we pulled it, and then we can pull past that sticking point. And now we've got a 3D looking window with a lot of different surfaces to paint. Now we're going to have a window, at least one, on every wall. So if you multiply the number of walls by the number of faces that are on here, it's like 29, I think. That's an awful lot. So we're going to do something called a component, so that whatever change we make to one window happens to all of them. Let's delete the wall first, though. I'm going to click on the wall. Remember, it's a group, and I'm going to press delete. Let's look at the back of this window. Notice how it's hollowed out. That's because we pulled things away from the wall. I did that so I could show you how to heal a surface. You just have to complete it. If we were to draw a line from here to here, like this, it will heal that surface and it fills it in. You can actually, it doesn't matter where you go from, as long as it's on that same edges, it will also heal the surface and create those too. Then a lot of times I'll just erase that. And in fact, I believe we can erase these. You might say, oh, I want that to be smooth, and as long as the other side didn't change, you're okay. But look, it did. So some of that was a problem right here. That's the inside of the window. So let me undo those and just leave that rectangle on the other side. It's just fine. Now we need to turn this into a special kind of group, that component group. If you just group it and then put it on all the walls, you will have to paint every single surface separately. And if there's a mistake, then you will have to fix it on every single window separately. So the trick is simple. Select everything. I'm going to draw, whoops, that's the eraser tool, space bar, and select. Now the selection beam will shoot out behind this, which is why we want to do that away from the house. I'm going to right click on it, and instead of make group, I'm going to make a component. We need to name it, so I'm going to call this the 4-pane window. And now it's part of our model. Just move it over. Using the M move tool, I can move it over here. Don't try and move it straight there. I'm going to press my left arrow key, and now it's locked into the green. And I can just put it on the wall there. Now before I do that, I'm going to make another copy, and I'm going to rotate it to go on this one. So I'm going to press spacebar to select, M to move, and move it over here. But I want it to be a copy, so I'm tapping the control key, and now I'm moving that copy. Now I can safely move this over onto the wall, and I'm going to use the rotate tool to put this on the other side.